Good evening and many thanks for joining us. I am Ansmane Sonyasi and this is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Caraba Avenue. Here are the main news headlines. The third batch of Gambian pilgrims, numbering 343, arrived home safely early on Saturday morning after successfully completing the 2023 Hajj program in Saudi Arabia. The Gambia Maritime Administration celebrated the Day of the Seafarer on Saturday, which is commemorated annually on the 25th of June with a march past from McCarthy Square to the Arch 22. The Gambia Police Force on Friday successfully wrapped up a 5-week training program on forensic science in criminal investigation. Our regional correspondent Bakari Balde spoke to farmers for their views on their expectations and challenges of this year's farming season. And in business news, the Central Bank of the Gambia has released the official foreign exchange valuation rates for the period 10th to 16th July 2023. In sports news, young Gambian football star Adama Bojang was inspired after meeting Germany and Real Madrid defender Antonio Rudiger, who visited the Gambia recently. Well, stay tuned for more on these and other stories. The third batch of Gambian Hajj pilgrims, numbering 343, arrived home safely early on Saturday morning after successfully completing the 2023 Hajj program in Saudi Arabia. Alusise reports.
The chartered flight carrying these Al-Hajjis and Ajaratus from Jeddah landed at the Banjul International Airport at exactly 3:20 a.m. local time on Saturday morning. The returning Al-Hajjis and Ajaratus pilgrims were received on arrival by joyful family members and loved ones, representatives of the Ministry of Religious Affairs, the Supreme Islamic Council, and members of the Hajj Commission. The Gambia International Airlines chartered 5 Ethiopian airlines to airlift the Gambian pilgrims to and from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Babukar Fati of GIA is pleased that the operation is going on smoothly.
Yeah, we have 2 remaining flights. As I told you earlier, we have 5 flights for this year. The other 2 flights tomorrow, we are expecting one late in the evening. If everything goes well, should be here by 21:45 tomorrow. But we'll confirm that based on the departure out of Jeddah. Then the final one will arrive here, inshallah, on Sunday by 1800 hours if everything goes well.
Delighted to return home after successfully completing their Hajj, one of the pillars of Islam, Lamin Jite, Kaniman Kamara, and Mamadou Kiemane, respectively, expressed gratitude to Allah for giving them this lifetime opportunity to undergo such a spiritual exercise in Saudi Arabia, despite some of the challenges faced.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. We went in peace and come back in peace. But we have only one difficulty there. That's the food we eat. What we are told here is that, we are going to go with our cooks. But unfortunately, we don't have that there. And many Gambians, they don't know Arabs, these Arab nations, they have diets, foods. It disturbs us a lot.
Alhamdulillah, it was successful but very hectic. A lot of challenges, really, in terms of the travels, accommodation, and of course some of the rituals we had to perform. Very challenging, really. I think next time government and the Hajj committee has to consider some of those challenges we face during the Hajj. It's going to be a learning point for them, actually, because a lot of issues, we can improve on a lot of issues, really.
The art of going on Umrah and Hajj, certainly you have to experience difficulties. That's just quite natural. If you want to meet all the rites and the rituals, to perform them, certainly, it's difficult. But alhamdulillah, we have undertaken them all. I'm glad that we have gone, alhamdulillah, smoothly, and we are back smoothly in our country. Nothing has gone wrong to any of the pilgrims on the way, alhamdulillah, inshallah.
A total of 13 travel agencies were licensed in this year's operations. Aja Mariam Aduletsi, MD of Tuawan Travel and Tours Agency, one of the Hajj operators, is proud that the third batch have returned home safely and thank all those who choose Tuawan Travel for their Hajj package.
It was a successful spiritual journey in the sense that we have performed all the rituals. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordained on us to do, we did. Mashallah, alhamdulillah, rabbi alameen.
A total of 2,000 Gambian pilgrims were registered for this year's pilgrimage, and this is the first time the country has resumed its full quota since 2019, when the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic led to downsizing. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
Well, happy to have them all back home safely. The Gambia Maritime Administration celebrated the Day of the Seafarer on Saturday, which is commemorated annually on the 25th of June with a march past from McCarthy Square to the Arch 22. The event seeks to raise awareness of and support for those who live their lives on the sea. Lena Iyikenyiba reports.
The Day of the Seafarer is an annual celebration organized by the International Maritime Organization, IMO, to recognize the contribution seafarers make to our everyday lives and raise awareness of why they are so fundamental to determining the prosperity of the worldwide economy. The Gambia Maritime Administration celebrated the day on the 8th of July, beginning with a march past from the McCarthy Square to the Arch 22. Usman Toure, Deputy Director General of the Gambia Maritime Administration, participated in the commemoration.
On this momentous occasion, let us reaffirm our commitment to protect our seas and oceans and support our seafarers. Let us remember that their work, that is the work of seafarers, is not only to ensure smooth flow of global trade, but also sustains the lifeblood of our planet. By safeguarding the marine environment, we preserve the shared heritage of our future generations, enabling them to experience the beauty, the richness, and the wonders of our oceans.
Despite seafarers being an essential component in world trade, keeping the economy moving and delivering the goods and fuels we use every day, their role often goes underappreciated within the maritime industry and by the wider public. Abbas Saidi Khan, Director of Maritime Safety and Security, highlights the invaluable contributions of seafarers worldwide.
The daily lives of people depends on the seafarers. Everything we consume, including the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the fuel we put in our cars, has once been transported by a ship. This is especially true of Gambia, where Banjul port processes 80% of the imported cargo into the country.
Abdul Sanyang, President of the Gambia Seafarers Association, praised their selfless work.
Being a seafarer myself, I respect these young men and women who risk their life daily to make sure international trade flourishes, to make sure that the pair of slippers ordered from China safely reaches the retail shop for the little poor boy to buy cheaply. In the case of AGS members, it means risking our lives selflessly to make sure that the average Gambians get fish and affordable fish in their food bowl.
This year's campaign is centered around protecting the oceans and the marine environment, highlighting the importance of seafarers' understanding of environmental conservation. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Iyikenyiba.
The Gambia Police Force on Friday successfully wrapped up a 5-week training program on forensic science in criminal investigation funded by the European Union under the political guidance of ECOWAS. Lena Iyikenyiba reports.
The 5-week intensive training brought together participants from several law enforcement agencies, including the Gambia Police Force, the Gambia Immigration Department, the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, and the Gambia Prison Service, to strengthen capacities in understanding the science that underpins forensic evidence used in criminal justice processes. The participants were introduced to the history and external structure of forensic fingerprint evidence as part of gathering evidence and identifying suspects, and learned to document crime scenes and conduct criminal investigations. Enya Brown, the European Union representative, congratulated the participants for their successful completion of the training program.
As we bid farewell to this chapter, I'd like to express my gratitude to the participants and to the trainers who have been here the whole time. Your expertise and commitment has been invaluable for the success. So I congratulate you for your determination and perseverance in commitment to acquiring this knowledge.
Commissioner of Police Aminyasi head of the forensic unit of the Gambia Police Force, represented the Inspector General of Police at the event. In her address, she highlighted the profound impact this training of trainers program would have on the criminal justice system in the Gambia.
The TOT is indeed needed by the Gambia Police Force and will undoubtedly enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of service delivery to the people of this country. I am happy to acknowledge the numerous assistance the European Union and its funding partners continue to render to the Gambia Police Force.
Janke Mane, a participant, expressed her gratitude on behalf of her colleagues, underscoring the valuable lessons they had learned, and thanked the trainers and partners for delivering an impactful and informative program.
As crime scene investigator and forensic technician, have shaped officers reflect, and we are poised to hit the ground running with renewed energy and passion. More importantly, are the lessons we pick from experience shared by trainer, who is a retired French police officer. Let me say, course trainees were humble when we had the opportunity to sit under the tutelage of expert Terry Martin. On behalf of the members of the training, GPF, DELIT, GID, and Gambia Prison Services, and on my own behalf, I thank the Inspector General of Police and the Police Administration for the opportunity offered us to enhance our individual capacities as a way of contributing to the collective capacity building of the police.
Cherry Martin, the instructor of the training, confirmed the achievement of expected outcomes, stating that the participants had demonstrated competence in forensic science and were now fully prepared to assume the role of trainers for beginners in the field. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Gwenyiba.
And that report there by Lena E. Gwenyiba will lead us to the commercial break, but we will be right back.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled device. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyapus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
Welcome back following the commercial break. Be reminded you're watching QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, and I am Ansmane Sonyasi. Now, farming contributes significantly to the Gambia's economic growth, with over 60% of the population involved in farming. Our regional correspondent, Bakari Balde, spoke to farmers for their views on their expectations and challenges of this year's farming season. He filed this report.
As this year's farming season begins, farmers in Lower River region have started planting a variety of crops with high expectations. According to some we spoke to, the produce from these farms will be used for both commercial and family consumption. Chaba Jallo and Mohamed Jallo, both groundnut farmers from Seno Bajonke, outlined their main challenges.
Biɗon jiɗi waɗa tracteraji min keɓani. Biɗon jiɗa heɓde awdi ko toujours min keɓata. Biɗon jiɗa heɓde engrais ko min mbaɗi hen joni leydi ndi sa waɗani engrais a heɓata min keɓata ɗum. Biɗon jiɗa wadde ɗon toujours engrais min keɓata.
We would always want tractors, seeds and fertilizers, but it is still a challenge for us.
Ballal ha mbawa remde.
Engrais ko min paaleteɓe ɗum. Min koro ɗum heɓ.
With fertilizer and farming equipment, we can always have a good season.
arbisit kono siɗa jogui matériel ɗa jogui matériel ɗa selli ɗa wawi rem beru ko ndemata ko ɗaɗum wawi rem ɗum jaga tawi a waɗa arbisit aywa a ƴefta kompiŋaji.
Musa Dambele, another groundnut farmer, said farming is a lucrative trade if there is adequate farming resources. According to him, the government should empower youth and agriculture to remedy illegal migration.
Dama bay do mën a dem baagu boo see booyee bëri ñu ngi dem baagu amuñu matériel léegi da nga gis borom kër bu amul matériel doo mën a dem baagu doo dañ foog nga xale dem baagu léegi boo la ñu jàppalee mbay mi mën a baax.
The reason why so many youth are abandoning farming to embark on illegal migration is due to lack of incentives, which will make farming more attractive, such as farming equipment.
Man suma nekkee man Musa suma nekkee si tool yi fii Umar dem Europe tabax étage man maa ngi sale man maay tabax danaa dem de booy si ñi ñëpp ñu dem baakuy loolu la dañ bëgg.
Yero Cisse and Kabiru Cisse, both from Soma, walk approximately 3 kilometers with their families to get to their farms every day, outline the significance of farming and appeal for government support.
Mel fana le alon ko be sirin suwo kono nyatar ne mantare mekila mi alon ko asa bondi noila.
I appeal to those sitting at home not doing anything. Embrace farming to better feed your families and sell some for other needs.
Despite the numerous challenges they face, most farmers in this region are optimistic of a bumper harvest at the end of the farming season if maximum support is given to them by the government and other stakeholders. Bakari Balde for QTV News.
And from that report there by Bakari Balde, we'll now take a look at some business news. So the Central Bank of the Gambia has released the official foreign exchange valuation rates for the period 10th to 16th July 2023. Here are those rates.
The Central Bank of the Gambia has released the following official foreign exchange rates for valuation purposes, applicable from the 10th of July to the 16th of July 2023. The rates are as follows: $1 US, $59.45 butoots; €1, $65.61 butoots; £1 British pound, $74.85 butoots; £1 Swiss franc, $62.20 butoots; 5,000 CFA franc, $492.44 butoots; 100 Swedish krona, $540.48 butoots; 100 Norwegian krona, $563.91 butoots; 100 Danish krona, $857.50 butoots; West African unit of account currency, $78.03 butoots. This is the end of the foreign exchange rate valuation from the Central Bank of the Gambia for the period of 10th to the 16th of July 2023. Aldo Dele Campbell reporting for QTV News.
And now in a moment, we take a look at some exciting sports news. Now, young Gambian football star Adama Bojang was inspired after meeting Germany and Real Madrid defender Antonio Rudiger, who visited the Gambia recently. In a video footage from Jollof Entertainment, which has gone viral, Rudiger shared the realities in football at the highest level with the Gambian youngster. Momodou has more.
Germany and Real Madrid defender Antonio Rudiger took a few minutes out of his busy schedule to advise youngster Adama Bojang on his career path as a young footballer preparing for the professional stage. The Real Madrid centre-back, who is in the Gambia to launch a family business, told Bojang he has to work hard.
Ambition, and obviously by you going out of here, because I know people here in Gambia talk a lot about it, even that they talk so much about you that even me, I found out. So like that tells you you're something special. But it comes with rules, principles. Like, and this is what you should do. Because look, to making it out from here, that tells me you're determined.
After a brilliant performance in both the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, where he scored 5 goals, and the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Argentina, scoring twice, Adama Bojang is all but certain to start life as a professional footballer in Europe very soon. He is expected to sign a deal with a European club later this month. Rudiger told the young talent not to rest once he arrives in Europe.
We are definitely determined, but please don't do the mistake, go to Europe and then start to rest, because the job starts now. It starts now. So that's why it's so important that you do your thing, you believe in yourself. Everything you do, because as Africans, you're not doing it for yourself. You are about to be a role model. So how you behave, maybe other youngers, they look up to you, they say, okay, Adama is doing it, so maybe I can do it too. So make sure you're a role model, you make your parents proud, you make yourself proud. That's number one.
Adama Bojang's talent was recognized by the Real Madrid defender, who also says he might one day play against him or be his teammate. Even though he was born in Germany, but has strong Sierra Leonean ties, Rudiger talks about close ties between the Gambia and Sierra Leone.
You make yourself proud. Inshallah, you stay healthy, and maybe one day we're going to play each other. Maybe I have to kick you, but I will kick you with love. So, because I really want young Africans to grow. I'm not Gambian, I'm Sierra Leonean, but still, at the end of the day, we are all one. We are brothers. So, we are not only brothers by nation, we are also brothers in the league. So, that's why, inshallah, I wish you all the best.
The Gambian youngster also shared his dreams with Rudiger as he eyes becoming a professional footballer soon.
Yeah, that's my dream. I also want to be part of the bigger clubs in Europe. First, I want to develop myself first as a young player, then later gradually go up there so that when I'm up, I know I can maintain the level. So that's why I try to have the right persons beside me to guide me through my career. It's very important.
Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
Wow, what a moment, and indeed some life-changing advice there by Rudiger, wishing Adama Bojang all the best as he progresses in his career. And I'm afraid that's all about it for this edition, but before we take a leave of you, here's a recap from main headlines. The third batch of Gambian Hajj pilgrims, numbering 343, arrived home safely early on Saturday morning after successfully completing the 2023 Hajj program in Saudi Arabia. The Gambia Maritime Administration celebrated the Day of the Seafarer on Saturday, which is commemorated annually on the 25th of June with a march past from McCarthy Square to the Arch 22. The Gambia Police Force on Friday successfully wrapped up a 5-week training program on forensic science in criminal investigation. And our regional correspondent Bakari Balderada spoke to farmers for their views on their expectations and challenges of this year's farming season. And in business news, the Central Bank of the Gambia has released the official foreign exchange valuation rates for the period 10th to 16th July 2023. In sports news, young Gambian football star Adama Bojang was inspired after meeting Germany and Real Madrid defender Antonio Rudiger, who visited the Gambia recently. That's all for this bulletin. You have a pleasant weekend and join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow for the Week in Review with Adedrame and Mungudumbojo. Thanks for watching.